I decided this Wednesday wine is going to be kind of old school. Yeah, exactly how everything started. Just you guys, our wine, and me live from my little corner of my room, of my living room, and just asking you that question that I always ask. ¿Qué hacen? What are you up to? What's going on? Welcome to Wednesday Wine with Ana Belaval, live from Chicago, Illinois. I started doing this, believe it or not, almost a year ago this summer. I think we started in June, and you guys have been so awesome joining me every Wednesday. We've had amazing guests. It's so weird not to have guests today because it's just like me, and usually I have these cool graphics and whatever, but hello, Debbie and Ivy and Patty. I love that my regulars are always here. Reina, what are you cooking? I think we're going to go to Portillo's. Hi, Margarita from Albany Park. Are we having Portillo's?
I thought that was going to be this weekend. We can't.
Oh, no, because he was craving Portillo's, and I thought, hey, maybe we are having Portillo's. So
I know all of us this weekend, not just me.
No, I know all of us this weekend.
Tonight, I don't care.
Okay. No masks. Well, no, I'm home, so I'm not wearing a mask. But here's the thing. If you're going to bring that up, Vicky, I'm going to tell you something. How are you guys feeling about that? Because I'm not feeling secure yet, especially indoors, especially the way that people have behaved about having to wear masks. I feel like a few are going to be like, oh, yeah, I got vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated, and then want to kiss and hug me and shake my hand. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready to make out with randos yet. I think there's just going to have to be like a learning curve for all of us. See, Kathy, I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't know what to do. What I decided for work, and I don't know if you know what I do for a living, but I'm a TV reporter for WGM Morning News in Chicago, and I go around town to different places. And so when we're inside, a lot of these places require masks still to go visit. So I'm wearing it, and I'm wearing it on the air because I should show people how the visit is going to be. If I'm outside, then I take it off and I stay away from people and all that. So, oh my God, Debbie just finished flautas. Oh, my signal's crapping out. Sorry, guys. I know, D. Pierce. I heard that in Florida it's like nothing's happening, and that if you wear a mask, people look at you funny. Yeah. Yeah. Sonia, hola desde el West Loop con máscara. Salud por eso. Because honestly, it freaks me out. I am extremely married, Ezequiel. Don't you hear his voice? We've been married almost 20 years this December. And he still brings me a carry-on bag to go to Puerto Rico for 4 days. That's one thing I'm loving about this vaccination. I get to go home in 2 weeks and see my parents and check in on them and see how they're doing. So, Ana, have you every color mask, so you need to keep them on? Yes, I do. I do have. Wait, I don't care what people, I love it. Here we go. You have every color mask, so you need to keep them on. I got to get my money's worth. It's true. It is true. I was just in Florida, and many had their masks on. I think it depends on where in Florida you are, Patty. See, I do this too. I hug people when we wear masks. I do this, but I feel safe hugging them. I know. I think we're going to need a transition period where we all decide, okay, it's time to, or like, I'm going to let you let go of your mask when you're ready. Like I did a story yesterday. I was outside and I took a picture with my daughter with my mask on, and some guy got really pissy and he's like, take your mask off. And I'm like, I don't want to. You didn't want to wear yours, but I want to wear mine. I've been very, very healthy. Which I never am in the wintertime here. So that's what I'm doing. Exacto, Carolyn. I may do this. I'm still going to wear mine during flu season. I think we all learned that we didn't wash our hands enough, that we touched our face all the time, and that it really made us feel good. So yeah. Thank you. I am so, so happy. I am going to do Wednesday Whine from Puerto Rico with my mom and dad, of course. I think they're just finding out. We're going to do it from their, where you always see them, my dad's office. So I've curated all my outfits already. And so, because I'm going to go see my mom, and even though she's not going to let me leave the house, I have to look cute for her. And she already told me I have to look cute for her. See, we're all cute. Hugo, I don't know if you remember, and maybe, o sea, esto es una revelación, and you're all going to call me cochina. But I remember that very few people would say, hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands when we would get to a restaurant before dinner. I never did that. I was so confident. And then I would eat after opening the door, touching the car door, shaking hands with somebody. And then I would eat a burger or something. Cochina. Look at us now. Let's see. I just got back and so hurt leaving La Isla, but let me tell you, everywhere you go, they have a temperature check and hand sanitizer, and they're mandate mask period. Puerto Rico lo hace mejor. You know what, Dalia? I have to get a PRC or PCR. What's the name, Papa?
PCR.
A PCR exam between 48 and 72 hours before landing in Puerto Rico. And I have to submit it to the tourism board, and they're going to give me a Q code. This is QR code. This is for everyone who travels to Puerto Rico. If you don't have a negative PCR code, PCR results, when you land, you have to go quarantine and you got to pay $300. Así como lo oye. When you submit your results, then they return the money. And another thing that I heard through my friend Mikey is that you got to leave your information. That's what you put in there with your QR code, and they'll call you in the morning to see how you're doing. And if they don't find you, they'll call your emergency contact. Así que hay que organizarse. All right. The PCR, or Kathy, it's not the rapid test. It's the test that takes a little longer and it's more accurate. Don't make me give the siglas, because then I have to go. Let me tell you this. Hold on. Oh, I sounded like my son. Let's see. I may sound better now. Honestly, this is like back to the beginning. That's exciting. Let's see. To do your segment when you're visiting your parents. I know, it's so exciting. It's so exciting, Ivy. I love it. Your tia gave you the name Cochino. It's with a CH, Larry. CH. Is that for international travel? No, Kathy, that's if you're coming from the United States. Anyone traveling to Puerto Rico needs that exam, not the rapid test. I'll tell you right now, because PCR COVID test, and I'll tell you what it is. It's that genetic test to detect it. And I'm going to a location in Chicago from Ignite. So get stuck in the line in the airport, they text. Yes, but get stuck in the line in the airport, they text me every day. They text you every day, but that's the price we pay for going to paradise. Hi, Elizabeth. How are things in New York? I see pictures of people I follow in New York, and it seems like it's slowly going back to normal, which I like to see because I miss going to New York. And as soon as Broadway opens, I'm going to head on over there with my girl to watch a show or two. I'm excited about that. Anyone else has any other questions? You guys never get to interview me. I always get to interview people and give you all the great tea. So today, I don't have anyone. So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. If you don't, ¿qué dice aquí? If you don't have it, you have 48 hours to get it done. Right, but you got to go get it done down there, and you have to quarantine there, because mommy already called me, toda atacada y nerviosa, that, and thank God she did, because I went into the tourism board tourism agency website, and they give you all the information there. And it's not the rapid test. It is the PCR test. And that one, results can take up to 4 days. And there are places that will do it within 24 hours. So you have to inform yourself before you go down there. Don't do like my niece, who called me yesterday. She leaves tomorrow for Puerto Rico. Didi, this is not the test they do at Columbia College. No, boba, it's not. But I call her boba with, love. Do you still like your Hot Tools hairbrush dryer? Jenny, how hard did you hit that Hot Tools hairbrush dryer, nena? Or did you get a lemon? No, mine is alive and kicking. I use it every other day. I do, and I love it. I also use it on a lower setting. And I really, really love it. I'll post that video on Facebook. I think next week we're going to post it on Facebook so you can see it. What's my favorite glass of wine? Interestingly enough, I'm like a creature of habit, and I love La Crema, which is a white wine that my dad started me on. And they sell it at Costco. And today, this is like a reserve from Kendall Jackson. And whatever people give me, I'll drink. Así de fácil. Let's see. Yep. I'm excited about, my daughter is a theater girl, so I finally have a partner to go to the theater. Me too. She's not really into going to the movies, but she loves live theater. What was such a buzzkill? Jenny, wait, what was such a buzzkill? Do you still like your I know! What a buzzkill, Jenny! No, I would say call the company, because that's not supposed to happen. My husband would say, write an email to the CEO. Porque este muchacho, he writes an email to every CEO. If he's wronged by a company, he's gotten old, and that's what he does. What is your favorite Puerto Rican restaurant in Chicago, and why? Ay, Jesus. Listen, Reina, that is a loaded question. My original, the one that when I landed from the island took me in, is called La Bruquena. Right by the Puerto Rican flag on Western and California. Okay? La Bruquena, the tañons have been amazing to me since I got here. And they make amazing food. It's like eating at someone's house. But I also like Jibaritos y Más. So good. I also like Casayari. That's a mix of Honduran and Puerto Rican. And I like it because she makes small portions. I love Nelly's Cafe because she makes great coconut oatmeal. Her breakfasts are so good. I like Papas Caché. I don't think you can go wrong on Division Street, really. And the other day, I took my baby girl, my daughter, I took her to the food trucks at Humboldt Park, and I had pretty good tostones, and she had a really good alcapurria. And then the other day, and I'll put this on, I'm going to do a little something on Facebook about El Mercado del Pueblo in Humboldt Park, and I forget now who made the meal, but we had really good food there too. See, I haven't been to Roberto's place on Division in California. Ah, sí, Roberto Tañón. Qué boba. Ay, qué boba. Es que you said Roberto and it messed me up. See, the mask. I know. Listen to me, Colleen, you and me both. And I'm going to be super, super careful. Does Sweary Mary really swear like a trucker? Mm-hmm. We all swear, but she is the queen of swearing, and that's why we call her Sweary Mary. I'll tell you the story. I started doing these Facebook Lives because the office wanted us to feature our segments on Facebook so that people would be interested in them. And I would add Mary because I don't like to be alone on camera. I like to interview people and hang out. And Mary would make Mary comments and would drop an F-bomb here and there. And one of our viewers started calling her Sweary Mary, and it stuck. And then her whole family's mortified that they call her that. But it is what it is. It's stuck. It's stuck. Let's see. Oh, the Castle Rock Pinot Noir. I'm going to try that because I am very, very skittish around. Like, I'm not great picking red wines. Let's see. It's going on the list. Good. Love Sweary Mary. I bet she's fun to hang out with. She is a blast to hang out with. We try and go to a Cubs game once a year, the whole gang. So Mary and Natalie and I and Tom Barnes, who used to be my producer, and Sean Maroney, who's my Friday camera guy, and some of Mary's family members, my husband, Mary's husband, and we have a blast. And I usually impress her the way that I drink. Oh, you know what, Jenny? I need to go to Mitsuwa with someone who knows. That would be an awesome around town where someone takes us to the Japanese supermarket, and tells us what to buy. I love that. I love that. What is my biggest pet peeve? What is my biggest pet peeve? I hate people who spit in public. God, I hate that. And I have the knack to see them at least once a day. At least once a day, I see somebody spit in public. I hate it. Despise it. Let's see here. Here we go. How is Erin Ivory doing? Erin is on the mend. So as when her doctor gives her the okay, I don't know if you guys know, Erin Ivory had a heart attack after having major issues with her heart. She's stable. She's home. She's resting. And as soon as her doctors give her the okay, she'll come back. I texted her the other day because I was missing her and I was thinking of her. Do you still have to take the test even though you're vaccinated? Yes, Nancy, even us, the vaccinators, the vaccinated, fully vaccinated, you need to take the test. They are not messing around. I met Natalie at a bachelorette party. I think she told me. Am I still in touch with Tom? Tom's like my little brother. I am in touch with Tom. Yep. Mary heard her name. Yes. Cheers, Mare. They're asking of you if it's true that you swear a lot. I said yes, like a trucker. In Puerto Rico, what do you love to eat when you go home? I love to eat anything my mom will make. But I'm really, really basic. I love her white beans. So I'll have white rice with habichuelas blancas guisadas and bistec, which is like fried steak with onions. But for this trip, since I'm going alone, I asked for something she makes called lazy rice, arroz vago, because it has chickpeas and pork, and no one in this family, the people I live with, don't eat that. I asked her to make me fish because she makes really good fish, but I think we're going to order out a lot. It's too much for my mom nowadays. See? No one likes a spitter. Thank you very much. Who teaches these people to spit? Come on. Ugh. See? Hells yeah. It's a miracle she didn't say F yeah. ¿Qué dice aquí? What do you think about Ricky Rosselló back to Puerto Rico politics now in Washington? Ay, Jose. It's better than I don't answer because it embarrasses me. Full disclosure, my parents believe in the statehood for Puerto Rico. I don't really like to give my opinion because I live over here. I don't live over there, and I don't like to impose my opinions on people who live over there. But Lord have mercy. But listen, I've seen it in every country where people have short attention spans. The thing is that a minority is wanting Ricky Rosselló back, and the majority is not going to allow it because they kicked him out. This is the governor that the Puerto Ricans on the island forced to resign about 2 or 3 years ago. Let's see. Espérate. Daniel, DC or Marvel Universe? We got to know. Amelia, wait, what is WandaVision from? I saw Black Panther. What is that? My daughter was on a WandaVision kick and I loved it. And then we watched Black Panther and I loved it. But I don't know what that is. So let me know. Do either of your children want to be on TV? My daughter for sure wants to be a performer. She wants to be a stand-up comedian. Bring back some guava pastries for sure. My favorite guava pastries, and they sell them at the airport, but they're cheaper somewhere else, are Carla Sweets. And they make these panetela de guayaba, which is like a guava cake, has guava inside. And it's like a guava brownie, but it's not chocolate, like a blondie. Fantastic. Oh my God, I have to watch myself. I'm on a diet right now, just so I can go to Puerto Rico. Let's see here. Are your kids upset? They're super upset. So here's the thing. My daughter is going later to see her aunt and uncle and her grandparents. So my son saw my suitcase arrive from storage today because my husband went to get my suitcase at storage. And he's not happy at all. The thing is that I gotta go check on my parents. And these two, my parents, have been alone for so long that they really don't want the whole family at their house at once because it's a shock to their system. And, mommy with her Parkinson's and dad with just his age, it's just too much. So I'm going to ease them into having people at their house again. So I got to go in, check up on my viejitos, which I know they love it when I call them that. And then I'll bring them. But Alex is not happy because I think his sister told him that she was going. And then him and his dad are not going for now. And so he's like, please disappear that suitcase out of here because I think he used a really big word, kind of makes me miss Puerto Rico, but it was a big word. Let's see. Vamos a ver aquí. Black Panther was Marvel. Okay, so I like Marvel. Let's see. How glad are you not to have to be doing home crafts and projects instead of being around town? 100%. Because here's the thing, Jenny, the first 4 months, they loved having me here, my kids, my husband and my kids. But it was a lot of work, a lot of stress. The Wi-Fi was iffy. We had to invest a lot of money in improving our Wi-Fi. We have spent a lot of money from out of pocket to make the production better from here. And I will be so grateful to my husband and my kids for making it work, because sometimes they had to do camera, sometimes they had to be the segment. And I also have to be grateful that WGN allowed me to stay home and would send me, Marcus was my IT guy. I would see Marcus's production looking really good and I'd text him, what's going on? And he'll be like, okay, ask our boss for this and that. And then I would ask him and he would send it over. And then my husband, who has no background in IT or television, figured it out. But that's why our marriage works, because, he would help my coworkers when we would do live shots for Despierta America over here. So, yes, I am very glad that I'm out of here. Okay. Who's making pasteles around here? No one. It's not Christmas, girl. Thank you, Sammy. Stay safe out there, of course. Okay, yeah. Because I had to whisper. You have a segment idea. Cook off between you and Robin, Paul, and Larry as tasters. That would be funny. I like that. Gus, I don't, honestly, I understand her point. I think the newsroom from every channel should send someone should send a person of color. I think it would be in the benefit of the news director to make that decision, so that the mayor doesn't have to or doesn't think she have to. We have so many issues in our city that I don't think this is the hill you die on, when the responsibility is not necessarily hers. It should be the responsibility in every newsroom and in every publication. And so, yeah, but that was interesting. El metiche bendito. Let's see. When do you leave? I leave not soon enough. In 2 weeks. Hi.
I heard the words Marvel.
Oh, yeah, because they were asking me if it was Marvel or DC. And then I asked them, and they figure it out. What's the next cool place you're checking out? Let me think. Ooh, I'm doing a pizza tour with Steve Dolinsky. Remember the Hungry Hound from Channel 7? He's not there anymore. And for a long time, he's had this pizza tour. And I couldn't do it with him before because he was at Channel 7. But he's going to take me to... he has different pizza tours, like the neighborhood pizza tour. If you like pizza napolitana, the best pizza napolitana here. So it's not the pizza tour of we're going to have you eat the best deep dish. No, it's really cool. It's curated by Steve. And I've always loved his segment. So that airs Monday. Tomorrow, we are going to check out dance at Navy Pier. It's dance month in Chicago, and a few dance companies are going to perform at Navy Pier. So we have a glimpse of that. And then Friday, a boat tour on a fireboat. Pretty cool things coming up, right? I like it. Did I like the Sistine Chapel exhibit? I did. It's not like the Van Gogh thing. Okay, so if you feel like when you went to see the Sistine Chapel, you were kind of cheated because you were moved along fast, it's fantastic. They've done a really good job with the reproduction of these pictures, which are original pictures of the ceiling. So the color looks really vibrant and the quality is very good, but it's not the Van Gogh experience where you are submerged in it and it's interactive and there's a music track. But like a producer I used to have would say, it's a smile. So yeah, and it's cheaper than Van Gogh, and it's something to do in Oak Brook that is different. And you can never get that close to the Sistine Chapel ceiling. I would like to do walking tours with you. How fun. It would be fun. It would be fun. Because if I didn't have this job, I'd be a tour guide. Need to come back to Aurora to settle up a Q bar. New owners. You need cowboy boots. No, Amy, I'm all good. I've done plenty of line dancing. All good. Which, by the way, I love, because I love that kind of group dancing. I don't like country music, but I love the dancing. Excuse me. So I got the flowers from my friends at Blossoms Anytime, which I can tell you the secret now. They used to be at the bottom of my building, but they just moved. And so my girl Mirai always says, "What's the theme?" And today I said, "I don't know, do whatever you want." And I let her do her thing. And then I said, "Hey, I'm gonna wear my yellow shirt and match it." So yeah, you would sign up to a walking tour with me. Oh, Kathy, I would totally rock it. And you would learn a lot, especially because I have a lot of unimportant, what my dad used to say, important, but unimportant and useless information, but interesting. So there you have it. All right, we'll do this for 3 more minutes. If you have any more questions, fire away. And thank you so much. And give me some ideas of who you want to see on Wednesday Whine on my YouTube channel. You know, I've been doing a lot of how-tos, and I know this Sunday I'm going to show you my wardrobe essentials, which you're probably going to be shocked at because I wear so much print and color that you're going to be like, what? Those are your wardrobe essentials? Yes, after 40, these are my wardrobe essentials. So check it out. And give me some ideas for Wednesday Whine. What do you want to see on the YouTube channel and all that great stuff? Let's see. What type of wine are you drinking? Listen, this is La Crema. You could get it at Costco. La Crema, C-R-E-M-A. Okay, now you're firing away. What's the biggest adjustment for you coming to the main line from Puerto Rico? The weather, because I studied in Washington, D.C., and then I came here. So the weather was quite the shock. How the sound level, how quiet people were, because I'm loud and very demonstrative. And yeah, that was a huge culture shock. So yeah, that's a good question. Have you ever stayed at the Hotel Convento? No, Lynn, but my best friend got married there. It's a beautiful place, and I've been there for drinks and for lunch, and it's just great. Any more comedy shows? Yes, more comedy shows coming up this summer. And also the comedy show that I did online, if you missed it, I'm going to have it on my website soon. Okay, so that's coming soon because I'm creating like a comedy section on my website so that you can, if you become a member, you can get some content there too. Cubs or Sox? Neither. I don't like sports. So if the Cubs are winning, Cubs. If the Sox are winning, Sox. And the Sox have always been super, super, super nice to us when we go there for stories. So yeah, but I don't follow sports, although I'm kind of forced to because of the people I live with. Let's see. DIY with my husband. Let's see. Was there stuff left over from the old Sears you were in a few days ago? Yes, but nothing good. Interestingly enough, Byron, there were racks and shelving. Yeah, really weird. Love your dad. Thank you. Have I done a Wednesday one with Mikey? Not yet. I have to, for sure. You want DIYs with my husband. Show the guy some love. I show that guy plenty of love, but yes, he would be very good at a DIY. Yes, some comedian buddies live with me. They're hilarious. Latino actors and their journeys. If they answer my email, for sure. Skydive, climb Everest, swim the English Channel. Not skydive, because I hate. Well, see, but then climb Mount Everest is going to take so long. And swim the English Channel is going to be so cold. Skydive would be the quickest. Oh, I probably would die of a heart attack. I can't, Daniel. I can't. My comadres are the best. They will be on soon. Silverio Perez, I love him. I'm trying to get his daughter to come on Wednesday Whine because she has a new documentary on Rita Moreno. It's going to be in theaters June 18th. And so Mariem, who went to my high school and who I've always have admired, I reached out to her and she said, as soon as it hit theaters, I'll do a Wednesday Whine with you. We'll see. Porque a lo mejor me pasa with like Ricky Martin, who forgets or his people protect him from me. I don't know why, porque yo soy tan chula. How is Puerto Rico? Safe to travel there yet? Depends on who you ask. If you ask my parents, no. If you ask my girlfriend, yes. Let's see. Yeah, I got a Lala ticket. I'm old, 50, been doing it for 10 years, love new music. Please go and help get an entrance line for... Listen, Joanne, the last time I went to Lala was 2 years ago, and that entrance was too much for me. So much so that my husband's like, you wouldn't go again? And I'm like, it has to be a performer that I'm dying to see. I'm not going this year. I'll watch it live stream. And my friend Erica and I, who are not 50, but we're in our 40s, we're sandwiched between teens and 20-somethings, passing joints to each other and drinking and the stench. And I'm like, I did this to watch J Balvin. And it's so sad because I told my niece, I'm going to go watch J Balvin, but I sent her a GIF of Bad Bunny. I don't know. Pa que fui. I missed the card talks with Suri, Mary, and Natalie. Now that we're all fully vaccinated, we'll get back to that for sure. Val Warner is amazing. It would be fun to meet up with all of us who have been with you on a consistent basis. See, that's where, you know what, Patty? We got to be all vaccinated and I need cards so that we can meet. Let's see. Yes, Eileen, I'm going to try and do that and give you some highlights of my favorite things in Puerto Rico if my mom lets me out of the house. Let's see. Do a Wednesday Whine with husbands and wives who are Puerto Rican and different culture like me and my husband. You know what? Lynn, I actually have it. I did a Wednesday Whine with Steve for our anniversary. And it was along the lines of that. Let's see. Bring your niece back to discuss. Yes, Jean. Sophia, my godchild, will be back at the beginning of June to discuss summer reads. Sophia is the Novel Floridian on Instagram, and I trust all her recommendations when it comes to books, so I'll have her coming. More menopause segments, you and me both, girl. Let's see. It's a pretty good lineup this year. Natalie, you can come watch it here on stream. Micah on Wednesday Whine. You know what? That would be cool. That's cool. That's a great idea. And give my nighttime people some love. And Micah will have some wine. All right, guys, thank you so much for these suggestions. I'm literally going to write them down because I love them. And I love that you love my comedian friends. I love that you love when I have, the people that I love. I really appreciate that. And I really love you guys. I really appreciate the support, the encouragement, and your commitment to this, like my daughter says, this community that we've created on Wednesday Whine. And I'll see you tomorrow morning on WGM Morning News. Los quiero, que Dios me los cuide.